Come on, ladies, come on. We don't have that much time. No jewelry, anything hard in your hair, nothing in your hands, okay? Nothing of those stuff on your hands. Okay, Veronica.
Not here.
Alyssa.
Alyssa, 14.
Carly.
Carly, 11.
Got this with the ball, let's go.
Wait, I need a ball.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Lancaster, California. We're at the 2005 State Cup. Right before us, we have a girls under 12 division match between the Force Soccer Club and the Flyers 93 Soccer Club. The Force with the white jerseys there, the Flyers in red with the black trunks. I'm Ken Gonzalez for George Langevin Productions. You see the referee moving out of the way, and we'll get set to start this match here in just a moment. And we'll get you the rosters for each of these teams. You can see the flag there in the background waving just a little bit. Beautiful day here in Lancaster. The referee checking on some final positioning here and should be set to go. Looks as though the Force will start things off here, so we'll start with their roster. Number 2, Roxanne Kubler. Number 3 is Talia DeRogatis. Number 4, Robin Calhoun. Number 5 is Kelly Liu. Number 7 is Megan Young. Number 8, Kendall Richter. Number 9 is Annika Volbert. Number 10, Haley Rosen. Number 11 is Carly Brahim. Number 14, Alyssa Anderson. The goalkeeper, number 15, is Dana Eisenhower. Number 17, Pamela Mauricio. Number 25, Amanda Gibberman. And number 77 is Sophie Miller. You see the action has started here. And we'll see which team can bring the ball up towards and across midfield. That is the Force. The head coach for the Force is Shelly Marsden, and the team administrator is Lee Rosen. Again, this is a girls under 12 round of 64 elimination game. So this is the first elimination game after they played through the bracket to get their seeding. Had a delay of a couple of weekends here because of the rain that we've had here in California. And finally, on a picture-perfect day in Lancaster, we get to start the action. And for the Force, right in the middle of the field, Megan Young, number 7, trying to penetrate into Flyers territory. That ball will roll and roll, and looks like it's safe from going out near that back line. And it is, and bringing it out is the Force, number 9, Annika Volbert. Going up against number 3, Jessica Montoya for the Flyers. And that ball goes out over on the far side. So for the Flyers in red, the goalkeeper, number 1, is Alexandra Woodward. Number 3 is Jessica Montoya. Number 4, Megan Siepler. Number 5, Marissa Monzano. Number 6 is Catherine McDonald. Throw comes in, cleared away nicely by the Flyers. Number 7 is Ann Keene. Number 8, Brianna Izagiri. Number 9, Taylor Mediano. Number 13, Sarah Norwall. Number 14 is Sarah Kitchens. Number 15 is Sammy Alabrando. And number 21 is Nicole Stathatos. Flyers clearing it away at midfield. Goes out. And it will belong to the Force, you see, as they throw the ball in. The head coach for the Flyers, Felipe Rodriguez. Haley Rosen trying to make her move. Now she looks to center the ball. Ball still uncontrollable, but finally knocked out across the back line. Or actually right into the hands of the keeper, Alexandra Woodward. Team administrator for the Flyers is Richard McDonald. So there you have it. Rosters for each of these teams. We get settled in on the action. We've played about 4 minutes here of this first half. There's no score. And in these elimination games, we do have the ability to go to overtime, so we can watch for that and see how things shape up here. But it's quite early, just the first half, just the start of things. Running that ball down defensively for the Force, number 9, Annika Volbert. You see number 77, Sophie Miller, streaking across the screen there. Ball bounces towards the net. It's going to be a shot. It's going to be blocked nicely by the Force defense. So the Flyers had penetrated. They actually had the first real threat there today. That ball saved from going out here on the near sideline. Amanda Giberman now moving down the sideline towards that back line. She'll lose the ball, but right there to pick it up, number 7, Megan Young. She runs into some trouble. Sarah Kitchens, number 14, providing the defense, and that ball will be scooped up by Alexandra Woodward. The referee, you see right there, not wasting any time, signaling let's go. Get the ball back into play. Sophie Miller passes to that near corner there, finds Amanda Giberman. Amanda in between a couple of red jerseys. Ball still bouncing towards that back line. Doesn't go out. Saved by Haley Rosen, number 10. And the Flyers able to clear it away momentarily, but the Force, too many white jerseys there. Keep it down on this end of the field. And number 11 for the Force, Carly Brahim. She'll lose the ball. Defensively there, number 3, Jessica Montoya for the Flyers. And now the Force again, centering the ball. Now they're going to attack the net. That pass just a little bit too strong, and Megan Young couldn't handle it. She would have had a perfect shot on the net there if she was able to catch up to that ball, but the pass just a little bit too fast. And you can see the ground here just a little bit slick. It was a very cold day evening overnight here in Lancaster, so take a while for the dew to dissipate, so the passes are going to be quite fast here, at least in the first half. And we'll have our first, it's a near corner kick, just near the spot. Centered again by the Force. Again, pass just a little bit long. Now there's a battle over on the far side, and a push and a whistle that's going to go against number 11, Carly Brahim of the Force. She was tangled up with Taylor Mediano of the Flyers. There's Taylor again, number 9. Ball goes up to midfield. Now here come the Force. One-on-one. There's a shot going to be deflected by the keeper. She's out of the box. Scrambles for the ball. Just can't get it. Finally, the defense of the Flyers able to clear the ball away. Very dangerous moments there for the Flyers. But they were able to hold their defense. And Alexandra Woodward, although she had come out and attempted to make a couple, well, she did make a couple of stops, just couldn't control the ball, and her defense had to help out, and they did. Amanda Giberman. Nice center pass again. Looking for number 7, Megan Young, but the keeper, Alexandra Woodward, is there. And now a nice strong kick comes up on a bounce across midfield. Nice header by the Force's number 4, Robin Calhoun. There's Robin. Upfield. Nice change of direction there. Number 10, Haley Rosen. Now for the Force, number 9, Annika Volbert. Annika now streaks her way downfield, passes it up. Now a center pass. There's a shot. Oh, just a little bit out of position, but they're going to get another attempt, and that shot is going to be high and over the bar. That was number 10, Haley Rosen, for the Force. So we still remain scoreless here in the first half. We've played about 9 minutes, so nearly a third of the way through. These are 30-minute halves here today, and now into the game for the Force, number 2, Roxanne Kubler. There's Haley Rosen again. Now she's going to take an angle towards the net. As she does, she tries to change directions and stop, and she slips. Again, the field quite slick here at the start of this game. A lot of dew. And you see right there just what that can cause. As the action resumes over on the far side of the field, now across midfield. Running this pass down, number 5, Marissa Manzano. Marissa now takes her angle towards the net. She's outrunning everybody. She might take this all the way. There's a shot. She is going to find the back of the net. Marissa Manzano for the Flyers takes it nearly all the way as she takes that long crossfield pass, and she just outruns the defender. Gets herself in a nice possession. Might have thought about passing it there at the end as she had a teammate there, but decided to take it all the way. And so the Flyers now lead 1-0 as they score at about the 10-minute mark of this game. So it's the Flyers in red striking first. Pass comes up now on the far side. It goes out. And number 3 for the Flyers, Jessica Montoya, will put the ball into play. Catherine McDonald, number 6. Now she's taking an angle towards the net. Coming over to help out, though, number 5, Kelly Liu for the Force. Able to change the direction. There's Manzano again, looking for his second score. And as the ball kicked away, it does go out. And for the Force, they will have an opportunity to put the ball back into play. Throw comes in over the head of number 14, Alyssa Anderson, but Sophie Miller, number 77, was there. Nearly a hands ball there, but it wasn't. Now it's the Force bringing the ball up across midfield. They trail by 1, and that's got to be shocking for them as they've pretty much set the tempo of this game. And now here they come, streaking towards the net. They've got some numbers. There's a shot by Roxanne Kubler, but right into the hands of Alexandra Woodward. And the score remains 1-0 in favor of the Flyers. But as we said, the Force have controlled the ball for a longer period of time, but the Flyers made the most of it when they had it. And Marissa Manzano puts them ahead by a goal. Kubler. Nice little pass to get away from the defender. And the ball goes out. That was number 6 for the Flyers, Catherine McDonald, with the tough defense there for the Flyers. And a whistle, and I believe the ball was out here on the near side. Robin Calhoun moves towards the center over to Sophie Miller now. Alyssa Anderson, number 14, moves across midfield. Now crossfield pass over to the far corner. Running it down, number 11, Carly Brahim, but Taylor Mediano, number 9, for the Flyers, was able to get there first.
Nice effort. Roxanne, come on. Full side inside.
And that ball is out over on the far side and will belong to the Flyers. Force now using a short passing game as they try to clear the ball away from the net. Kubler there in your screen on the bottom portion. Ball goes up. Nicole Stathatos, number 21, comes over for the Flyers, provides some defense, knocks the ball out. Still belongs to the Force. Miller, Sophie Miller now tries to maneuver away in and around 4 red defenders. Again into the corner for Carly. number 11. And she runs out of room near that corner. Ball still in play. Robin Calhoun passes the ball up to Megan Young. She can't control it. Goes out of bounds across the back line. And a goal kick now for the Flyers. Coming up on the midway point here of this first half. 1-0 the score in favor of the Flyers. They struck first. And now the keeper, Alexandra Woodward. Set the ball down. Crossfield pass for the Flyers, number 8, Brianna Isagiri. Watches that ball sail overhead. It was too high to do anything with. Haley Rosen. Low midfield. Force can't bring it up across the ball. It's taken away by the Flyers. Number 5, Marissa Monsanto. Now the ball is loose over in the far corner. It's a foot race to see who can get there. Number 11, Carly Brahim, and number 3, Jessica Montoya for the Flyers. Battling for position there, and it's the Force who take the ball away. Samuela Brando, number 15 in the game for the Flyers. Nobody able to get to that ball as it goes out. And it will be the Force to put it back into play.
Talk to her. Oh, I love that. Good talking, Megan. Good job.
Trying to step in the way, Megan Siepler, number 4 for the Flyers, but the ball is kicked right past her. Force still trying to set something up here. Just below your screen, number 8, or on the bottom portion of your screen, Kendall Richter, number 8 for the Force.
Good job. And go, Roxanne, go.
Calhoun. Passes it up to number 10, Haley Rosen. Haley gets in deep, but the ball is deflected away. Goes out, and let's see, who was it last touched by the Flyers? As you see, we'll have a corner kick now. Haley Rosen will take the corner. Right leg. Here comes the kick. High into the air. Just a little bit short of center. Comes back on the header to Haley. And it's the Force still trying to get a shot on goal, and the ball is loose. Now comes across midfield. Monsanto with the fancy footwork. Can she get around number 9? Annika Volbert. That kick will roll towards the net, but won't quite get there as the Force's number 5, Kelly Liu, is there. Let's see if the Force can get another shot on goal here. Now we roll towards the near corner. Quickly coming up across midfield, Megan Young, number 7 for the Force, runs into some trouble. Flyers take the ball away. Calhoun boots the ball up across midfield. There's a battle for it. Flyers can't take it. Force still have the ball. Ball will roll over to the other side. Number 11, Carly Ibrahim will take it. Carly tries to make her move towards the net. And some nice defense by the Flyers, especially number 9, Taylor Mediano. Robin Calhoun, right down the middle of the field. Now she'll pass it right back to her. A little give and go right there. Calhoun again with a nice pass to number 7 on the far side. And her shot is going to find the back of the net. And we're tied. Megan Young for the Force. And what an awesome display of passing there by the Force. Robin Calhoun right in the thick of things there. She takes that little give and go, streaks up towards the net about 10 more yards and passes it over to the far side, finds Megan Young, number 7, and Megan with a nice strong leg gets it right past Alexandra Woodward, the keeper for the Flyers, and we're tied at 1. So just about exactly 10 minutes from the score of that first goal. So with about 10 minutes to play here in the first half, we're tied at 1. And let's see if one of these two teams can grab some momentum before halftime.
Move with it. Yes. Love it. Crafty. Yes. Come on, Rox.
Kubler, number 2, right there.
Come on. Haley, you're walking.
And now Flyers bringing up across midfield, number 7. And Keene.
Well done, on. Let's see.
Here come the Force yet again. Nice center pass. Are they going to get a shot? Coming out to make the saves, the keeper Woodward. Number 10, Haley Rosen. Wanted so badly to get a shot on goal there, but just couldn't catch up to the ball in time. And Woodward was able to scoop it up.
Don't dive there, though. Come on. Set it up. Roxanne, keep dropping to go side inside.
Kendall Richter. Actually, Brianna Isagiri, number 8 for the Flyers. Cross midfield, there she is in the middle of your screen. Megan Young, number 7. Now Megan with the ball. She'll take a shot towards the net, but it rolls harmlessly into the hands of Dana Eisenhower, the keeper for the Force. Eisenhower clears the ball up on one kick across midfield. Now Roxanne Kubler, number 2, going up against Nicole Stathatos, number 21, and then Stathatos will take it away. And then she just kicks the ball out here on the near side. And we have substitutions for so the Force will send Talia De Rogatis, number 3, into the game. There's number 25, Amanda Giberman. Alyssa Anderson. That shot is going to get away for the keeper, Woodward. Anderson was actually looking to pass the ball, I believe. And it gets right by Woodward. It might have been deflected right off of her. Number 14, Alyssa Anderson, with the goal at the 23-minute, 10-second mark here of the first half. The Force have gone ahead 2-1. And so now it looks like the Force pulling away with the momentum here, although the Flyers certainly capable of coming back before the end of this half and tying the game. Again, here come the Force attacking the net, getting through that defense. Number 17 threading away in between a couple of defenders. Now she wants to make her move. That was Pamela Mauricio. Ball still alive. Flyers take it away, and now it's the Flyers quickly coming up towards midfield, now across midfield. Ball taken away by the Flyers, though, with that strong defense. A lot of action over there on that far side. Let's see if the Flyers can take advantage of something here.
Robin! Switch with Arnica!
And the Force will have the ball. The goal kick. Everybody retreats back towards midfield. Number 77, Sophie Miller. Nice kick up towards midfield, but taken by the... Well, the Flyers sent it back the other way. Force still control the ball. Amanda Giberman does the right thing, sends it back. Let another teammate with a better angle and perspective of the field take the ball up the other way. The ball goes out here on the near side. Under 5 minutes to go here in the first half. 2-1 lead, Force over the Flyers.
Oh, that's so
Miller.
nice.
Crossfield to number 4, Megan Siepler. Actually, that's Robin Calhoun of the Force. Siepler in red.
Pamela, get up.
Ball comes towards the near side. Upfield pass. Oh, unable to handle the ball right there. Amanda Giberman. It goes out of bounds.
Traveling to Amanda, you're
And the
still
Flyers will get a break there as they will have the ball.
You know what? They're doing okay. It's 1-1. But Nikki scored the last 6 minutes of the half, and Nikki scored the last 30 seconds of the half.
nice. Talk though.
It was in the right place.
Strong.
There's Monsanto again. Off to number 6, Catherine McDonald. McDonald now takes a shot towards the net, but it's going to be wide and out across that back line, running it down. Dana Eisenhower, the keeper. So very sneaky, Catherine McDonald, over on that far side. Into the game now for the Force, number 10, Haley Rosen. There's Megan Siepler for the Flyers, number 4. And another goal kick for the Force as they will be able to clear it away from their net. At least that's the goal. Flyers still have it on this end of the field. That was a dangerous pass as you had number 4, Megan Siepler, coming up towards it. Pamela Mauricio for the Force. There's the ball taken away, but now number 10, Haley Rosen. She wants to angle towards the net. Crossfield pass just a little bit too fast. She had a couple of teammates there in front, but the ball just a little bit too fast on this surface, and they're turned away there. They have just about 3 minutes to go here in the half. Amanda Giberman, number 25, loses the ball here on the corner. But she has a teammate. Haley Rosen comes over, steps in front of that pass, takes the ball away. Shot goes high into the air. Number 77, Sophie Miller. Calhoun. Back over to Miller. Miller wants to go to the far side. She finds an open player, number 11, Carly Brahim. Again, Robin Calhoun, number 4. There's a Force right there in the middle of the field. She set up that last goal by the Force. giving them that 2-1 lead. And as that ball goes out across the back line.
Field's too wide to have our outside defenders wide.
Can we go get past the screens?
The goal kick off the foot of the keeper. Taken here on the near side by the Force. That's number 25, Amanda Giverman, battling for the ball for the Force. Coming up on the last few moments here of the half. There's a shot towards the net. It gets by a couple of defenders, but will roll harmlessly into the hands of the keeper, Alexandra Woodward. Alexandra with the kick. Nice strong kick on a bounce across midfield. There's the whistle, and that will signal the end of this first half. A lot of scoring. We got 2 goals for the Force, 1 for the Flyers. So the second half should be very exciting in this elimination round game. I'm Ken Gonzalez, George Langevin Productions. We'll be back with the second half in just a few minutes. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the second half of this Girls Under 12 match featuring the Force and the Flyers. Again, the Force in white, the Flyers in red, and it was the Force taking a 2-1 lead into halftime. I'm Ken Gonzalez for George Langevin Productions, bringing you another exciting game of the week. And this week, the 27th of February, 2005, a Sunday, find ourselves in Lancaster, California for the 2005 State Cup. This is a round of 64 elimination game. And right now, the Force on top 2-1. We've changed direction here, so it's the Force moving from left to right on your screen. And again, Force in white, Flyers in red. Haley Rosen, number 10, finds herself into some trouble. She runs into some Flyers defenders now, number 13 and number 8. Number 8, Brianna Izagiri. Number 13, Sarah Norwal. Kick comes upfield. Got about 30 minutes here for the Flyers to tie this game, maybe send it into overtime. There's Sarah Norwal, number 13, going up against Haley Rosen, number 10. Rosen takes it away momentarily. We're going to get a whistle, maybe a push from behind. And we're going to have a free kick coming up. Not sure what the whistle was for, but it will be a free kick, and it will be the Force who will try and set something up here. He comes up across midfield. Number 11, Carly Ibrahim, goes up against, again, Norwal, number 13. Alyssa Anderson, number 14. Force doing a nice job moving the ball. There's a shot towards the net. It's going to get right past the keeper, Woodward. And the Force strike first here in the second half. And they have now taken a 3-1 lead. 2 minutes, 35 seconds into the second half. Number 7, Megan Young, with another score. And it is now 3-1 Force over the Flyers.
Yes. Yes.
Ball out here on the near side. Run down by the Flyers' number 6, Catherine McDonald. And so the Flyers now, with their work cut out for them, they trail by 2 here in the second half. Not inconceivable that they can come back and tie this game. Woodward scoops that one up.
Carly, look for inside close.
Kick high into the air. Bounces past midfield. On the ground now. Force trying to clear the ball from their end of the field. Get it up across midfield if they can. Although they have a 2-goal lead, they don't want to just let the Flyers back into this game. Norwal crossfield pass taken by number 4, Megan Siepler. Megan wants an angle towards the middle. Her pass will be taken away by the Force. Ball safe from going out on the far side. Nicole Stathatos, number 21. Well, Coach Shelley Marsden has got to be pleased with this Force squad as they have come out with the momentum that they took into halftime. And so far here, the first 5 minutes of this second half, they scored a goal. And now they're streaking towards the net again. Incidental contact, they're going to say there. No whistle as a Force player hits the ground. Not sure if she's come up. As play now continues, Anderson. Sophie Miller watches the ball roll right by. Nice change of direction there, number 11, Carly Brahim. And now Rosen, Haley wants to take an angle towards the net. She's getting in deep. Is she going to get an attempt? There's a kick, center pass. Cleared away, but right there, Brahim, number 11, Carly, she just misfired there with the right leg. She had a perfect shot on the net, but the ball sailed high and wide. And the Force will be turned away here as they head back upfield. Alexandra Woodward, the goalkeeper for the Flyers there. Sets the ball down. Kick over on the far side, and we'll roll and roll and roll. Taking it there, Siepler, number 4. She's still involved there on the far side. Ball now comes to midfield. Force. And I think it was a hands. And so the Force now, or the Flyers, will have it. Just below midfield. Sarah Kitchens, number 14, sends it soaring across that midfield stripe. Number 7 upfield, Ann Keene. Over to number 5, Marissa Manzano. Marissa with that lone goal today for the Flyers. As they trail 3-1. There's a stop there by the keeper, Dana Eisenhower.
Oh, so pretty. Keep it up.
Battle for the ball there, number 4, Robin Calhoun, and number 5, Marissa Manzano for the Flyers. Ball gets away from both of them now. It goes out over on the far side. Megan Siepler, I believe, was the last to touch it. Number 4 for the Flyers, and so the Force will put the ball into play. Across midfield now. Here comes number 10, Haley Rosen. Now she'll streak towards the net. She'll take a shot towards the goal. Nice stop deflection by Woodward. Ball still on the ground. The net is open. Flyers defenders come across. They make a nice save, and they're able to clear the ball away. So the Force turned away there. They had drawn Alexander Woodward, the keeper, out. But the defenders for the Flyers were able to pick up the slack, get in front of the net, and deflect the ball away. And so the Force turned away there. Ball at midfield. Force again with it. Alyssa Anderson, number 14. Upfield to number 8, Kendall Richter. I believe that's an offsides against the Force, but I could be mistaken. it is the Flyers' ball. Force not allowing the Flyers to bring the ball up across midfield. They still keep it here, putting the pressure on that Flyer defense. But the Flyers defense, although they've allowed 3 goals, have actually been better than the score would indicate. And so we'll see here as again the Force with the ball. Ball here on the near side. Perhaps some substitutions coming in. Now for the Force, number 77, Sophie Miller. And now here come the Force, up across midfield. Powering her way right through some defenders there. Number 9, Annika Volbert. Ball is loose. Still rolling on the far side, run down by number 21, Nicole Stathatos. Number 21, ball does go out now. Alyssa Anderson centers the ball. Number 3, Talia De Rogati is now getting in on the action for the Force. And we're about a third of the way through the second half here. 3-1 lead for the Force. Got about 20 minutes to play. So although we're not critical yet as far as the Flyers are concerned, they do have 20 minutes. Now they battle for the ball here. Force coming down with it, number 10, Haley Rosen. But the Flyers take it away. And now the Flyers will head upfield towards the net. Number 6, Catherine McDonald. Coming over to help out, number 3, Jessica Montoya. And Marissa Manzano. Number 5. Goal kick for the Force. Right down the middle of the field. Gets away from just about everybody. Finally, the Flyers decide to take control of the ball. Ball will roll over to the far side. Now comes across midfield. Anderson. Upfield to Miller. Miller, another crossfield pass. Cleared away by the Flyers. Let's see who comes up with the ball. Force. Rosen. Haley Rosen, number 10, takes it away. Number 11, Carly here on the near side. Can't get to the ball. It goes out. And number 3, Jessica Montoya will put it into play. Shelly Marsden, the coach of the Force, barking out some instructions to her squad here on the near side.
Nice. Way to know your one.
Anderson. Nice little touch pass over to Miller. Flyers defense always buckling down, making things a little more tough here in the last 10 minutes or so for the Force. Number 13, Sarah Norwall bringing it up. Ball goes out, and Sarah will put the ball back into play. A lot of red jerseys here. If they could just control the ball and put some pressure on this defense, they might be able to get a score and cut this lead in half by the Force. And we come up on about midway, about the halfway point. Another minute and a half or so, we'll hit the midway point. Force bring it up across midfield. Taken away by number 7, Ann Keene for the Flyers. And now Ann races down the far side. She wants to take an angle towards the net. Passes it upfield. She's got Monsanto there. Monsanto battling with number 4, Robin Calhoun. Monsanto back to number 7, Keene. Keene wants to center the ball. And the Flyers are going to be turned away there as the Force take it away. Ball over on the far side. Bounces. Now back across. Number 5 is there again, Monsanto. Calhoun now recovers for the Force, but she has it taken away by Monsanto. It goes out, and they're going to say it was off red. And the Force will have the ball. Siepler and number 8, Isagiri, right there for the Flyers. Now the action will continue on. So as we noted earlier, number 11, Brahim Carley, she's streaking towards the net. She wants to take an angle, but the defenders for the Flyers are there. Number 14, Sarah Kitchens, clears the ball away. And from our angle, not sure if that ball went out across the back line or on the side here, and it was on the side. Pamela Mauricio for the Force. Ball high into the air. Centered. Anderson can't get there. Number 3 tried to make her move, Talia De Rogatis, but the defense for the Flyers cleared away. And as we said, these games should have been played a few weeks ago, actually. Had a couple of rainouts, 2 weekends in a row here for the State Cup. As Southern California was pounded with heavy rains. Most rain in decades. But the fields made it through nicely. You got some nice snow on the mountain ranges surrounding us here in Lancaster. And they couldn't have asked for a better day here Sunday. Now, next week, they're actually going to open up to 2 days, Saturday and Sunday. They only played the 1 day here this weekend on Sunday, as the fields were taken on Saturday. So next weekend, full slate of games. And we will have the finals next Sunday. And we've crossed the halfway point here of the second half. Number 4, Robin Calhoun. Throws the ball in, gets it into play. Ball still rolling. There's a lot of real estate there. Woodward comes out. Very, very dangerous move. She's able to recover, though, and get back in front of the net. And as Woodward dives on that save, the ball goes out across the back line, and so the Flyers will dodge a bullet there. They still trail only 3-1. And the exciting thing is, if they can get a goal here, and you're only trailing by 1, you know, down to the last moments or last minute of the game, you still have an opportunity to tie. But very important that they get that second goal and obviously keep the Force off the scoreboard for the rest of the game. And they should have an opportunity later in the game for a tie, but they have to get that second goal. And they need to get more shots on goal than they've gotten so far here in the second half. Ball goes out on the far side. Roxanne Kubler, number 2, for the Force. Looks like she will put the ball into play. Anderson. Up towards midfield. Nice upfield pass. Flyers defense, though, coming from behind, showing their speed, taking the ball away. saving the ball from going out, and a nice upfield pass by the Flyers deep into Force territory. Let's see if the Flyers can do something here. They can't allow the Force to just march right back the other way, and now they don't. They stop the momentum. The ball goes out here on the near side. And it's the Force who will put the ball into play. And Force have some substitutions coming into the game now. Mauricio looks for number 25. Amanda Gibberman here on the near side. Now to number 10, Rosen. Rosen now maneuvers away towards the net. She's going to take a shot, and it's going to be saved by Alexandra Woodward. Nice job there. Illy Rosen, number 10, thought she had an open shot there at the back of the net, but her kick goes right into the hands of the keeper, Woodward, and she makes a fine save. Keeps her team in this game with hopes of tying, as they just cannot allow the Force to score again. Coming up on the 2/3 mark here of the second half, 20 minutes in. And remember, the Force scored that third goal just about 2 minutes, 35 seconds into this second half. On her knees, Rosen.
Amanda, get out here. Amanda!
Force now quickly, they want to get the ball upfield, not wasting any time. So you know they're cognizant that the clock is running. They do have a 2-goal lead now. Here come the Flyers back the other way. Can they get a shot on goal here? Number 6, Catherine McDonald's going to be denied, but coming back to help out, number 8, Isagiri. Isagiri now, still with the ball. She'll take a shot towards the net, and it's just wide of the net. Dana Eisenhower dove there, but she may have deflected the ball. Couldn't tell from this angle, but it was wide. But Brianna Isagiri does what she needs to do. This Flyer squad needs shots on goal, and she took it. She had a lot of pressure on her, didn't wait for some teammates to come out and help. She saw an opening, and she took it, and her shot was just wide. The score remains Force 3, Flyers 1. Now the ball moves here towards the near side. Number 8 for the Force, Kendall Richter, has the ball taken away here. Number 13, Sarah Norwal. Norwal with a nice center pass. Isagiri is there. Monzana as well. Marissa Monzano. Now number 7, Ann Keene with the ball. Nice touch on that upfield pass to number 5, Marissa Monzano. Marissa with a center pass, just gets away from Isagiri. Just a little too fast. If she was going to be able to control that ball, she would have had a nice shot. Well, you say that, but if she would have stopped that ball and taken a position, the defenders there for the Force, I believe number 4, Robin Calhoun, might have had enough time to adjust and block that. But the ball just a little bit too fast, skips away, and the goal kick for the Force. Flyers still putting the pressure on this Force defense, and we'll get a whistle there, number 5. Guilty there for the Flyers.
Nicole, you want to wake him up?
Ball will roll over to the far corner. Number 4, Robin Calhoun has it. Calhoun now moves upfield towards midfield now. And there is number 10, Rosen. Flyers. Flyers with the momentum here the last 5, 6, 7 minutes. Just haven't been able to push one through the net. But they are keeping the pressure down this way. And Dana Eisenhower will come out and make another stop. Now it's a Force breaking through the Flyers defense. Number 7, Megan Young, takes a turn towards the net. Her shot's going to be wide. And she had She had a little stopgap there as she had a secondary target on that far side, number 4. So that shot was wide. And a goal kick as it did go out across that back line. And Alexandra Woodward for the Flyers will take it. She'll send the ball over to the far side. It rolls and rolls and rolls. Let's see who comes down with it. Both teams scrambling for control of the ball. Now it's the Flyers. Flyers bring it up towards midfield with the ball taken away. Number 9, Annika Volbert. Now here come the Flyers using some muscle. Upfield. Monsanto, can she get an angle? Going up against number 5, Kelly Lou. Marissa Monsanto. Still battling. She needs some help. Off to number 21. There's a shot towards the net. Right off the hands. Nice deflection by Dana Eisenhower. Number 21, Nicole Stathatos with the shot. She's going to be denied there. Nice save. And that would have been the goal that the Flyers needed, because that would have put them down by a goal with about 5 minutes to go. And then you never know what happens. They could push something in for a tie. And as the action continues, the ball is out here on the near side. Number 3 for the Flyers, Jessica Montoya, will put the ball into play, and the Flyers still with an opportunity for a score here. Ball taken away by the Force. But, again, number 3 is there, Montoya. Off to number 13, Norwal. Norwal tries to pass the ball in towards the net, but a lot of white jerseys and the defense for the Force take it away. Number 4, Megan Siepler. Upfield now to number 21, Nicole Stathatos. Nicole with that last shot. Isagiri, can she run it down? No. White jerseys take it away. And the Force try to bring it up towards the midfield. Number 7, Megan Young. Over to number 10, Haley Rosen. Now Haley maneuvering her way through the red jerseys. She gets by a couple. The keeper will come out. Alexandra Woodward deflects the ball away. Last touched by, I think, it should be White, because Woodward kicked the ball and it went off the leg of Haley Rosen. So it should be a goal kick for the Flyers. And it is. Under 5 minutes to go here in the second half. 3-1 lead. Force over the Flyers. Ball at midfield comes out. And will be put back into play by the Flyers. Number 3, Jessica Montoya. And now it's a Force not so much concerned with scoring, but just keeping the ball away, making it difficult here, and running some time off the clock. Eisenhower sends it up towards midfield. There are the Flyers. Megan Siepler, number 4. Upfield pass. Number 21, Stathatos. She's got Isagiri in the middle of the field, tries to get it up to her. Too much traffic. And the white jerseys clear it away. Ball gets away from just about everybody. Still rolls. It's not going to go out unless it gets some help. Coming over for the Force, number 9, Annika Volbert. And the ball is out. And let's see who the ball will belong to. It looks like the Force. Substitutions now into the game for the Force, number 11, Carly Brahim. Just a couple of minutes to go as we've hit the about 27.5-minute mark here of the second half. Ball comes up towards midfield. The Force again with it. Another score would definitely seal the fate for the Flyers. But it's 3-1. Number 9, Taylor Mediano for the Flyers, trying to clear the ball away. Taken by the Force. Haley Rosen again. Angles towards the net, but the red defense there is able to clear it away. And the ball rolls over to the far side. In play still, Force with it now, trying to set something up. They're trying to spread the field, it looks like. Run some time off the game clock. Rosen gets past one defender, number 9, Mediano. Mediano comes back, though, and coming out of the box, Woodward. Alexander Woodward with the diving stop, smothers the ball. With a nice strong kick. Shows off that leg on a bounce towards midfield. And Keene, number 7. Off to Marissa Manzano. Marissa is going to need some help. Got a whistle. It'll go against the Flyers. The final moments are coming here of this second half. 3-1 lead, Force over the Flyers. There's a whistle, and that's the end of the match. And it is the Force who will move on to play again next week here in Lancaster. The Flyers put up a great fight. The Flyers scored that very first goal off of Marissa Manzano's leg, but then it was the Force, their defense, shutting them down the rest of the way, and the Force scoring 3 unanswered goals. And that's where we stand. The victory goes to the Force Soccer Club by a final score of 3-1 over the Flyers 93 Soccer Club. So the white team victorious over red. I'm Ken Gonzalez, George Langevin Productions. I hope you've enjoyed this game. We'll see you next week out here in Lancaster. Until we see you again, have a great day, be safe. Final score, Force 3, Flyers 1.
Hello, my name is Shelley Marsden, and I'm out here in sunny Lancaster, California, with several of the girls from the Force Soccer Club girls under 12 team. We're out in State Cup, round of 64. The girls just won 3-1. And I'm here with Haley, Sophie, and Carly. Haley, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I play center mid, and I wear Puma Kings shoes.
All right, and speaking of your shoes, these Puma King Classics, I believe, can you tell us a little bit about what these shoes did on the field?
Oh, okay. Well, I did a lot of crafty cuts and a lot of good moves and passes, and my turns were good.
What is your favorite play of the game?
That happened in the game? Yes. I like the one where there's 4 players on me, and then I went all through them all. It was kind of cool.
Wow, that is kind of nice. Let's see. Tell us a little bit about your school and your best subjects in school.
I go to Maryland Intermediate School, and one of my best subjects is in social studies, and yeah.
All right, so what do you think you're going to do with the rest of your life?
I'm going to go to UCLA, and I'm going to have a full scholarship, and then I'm going to play for the women's national team and be the center mid and be number 10.
Oh, that sounds like a great career ahead of us for Haley. Next in line is Sophie. Sophie, can you share with us some of your favorite plays of the game?
Okay, well, my first favorite play is when I passed it to Robin, and Robin open hit, passed to Megan, and then Megan passed back to Robin, back to Megan, and we scored.
Can you tell us how hard it was to develop the skills of playing with your head up so that you could see that Robin was the best choice?
It was extremely hard because I had like bad habits from my old teams.
That's right.
And it's hard because like you at first you like don't know the moves and you just want to keep your head down, but once you keep your head up, it's like easier.
So you get to see the best passing option. What else can you see when you have your head up?
You could see the tackle foot of the defender.
Sounds like you are a great player. Can you tell us what weaknesses you have in your game and how you're going to work to develop them?
I think my first weakness is stepping in, and
That's smart.
and I think I'm going to practice containing and have patience.
Sounds like a good plan. What are you going to do after you graduate high school?
I'm going to go to a good school like either UCLA or Berkeley and try to like double major in soccer and science, so if I don't make it in soccer and become a professional soccer, I could be a doctor.
Oh, that sounds like a good plan. Can you tell us if you have any role models who help guide you in some of the goals that you have for the future?
Right here. Well, my first role model is like my sister, because she was really good at soccer, and I used to go to her games, and they used to say like lucky number 7, so then I wanted to be 7. And also, yeah, I guess Mia Hamm, but I don't really like her much because she's mean.
Ah, interesting. Next, we have Carly over here. Carly, can you tell us what are the strongest parts of your game?
I think that the strongest part of my game is maybe my roles. I think my roles they work on people and my height.
So, roles. How many roles did you do in the game you just played?
1.
Interesting. Only 1, and it's the best part of your game. So, what kind of... No. Let's talk about your roles. What kind of conclusion can you make, being as though the best part of your game and you used it only once?
Like, it was a good moment because then it was a good moment. Like, I got the ball and then I did like a quick roll and then I made a pass.
Do you think maybe you should use them more often?
Yes.
Okay. What is another area of strength for you?
Maybe knowing sometimes my one touch.
Interesting. So, what do you think you would have changed about this game?
I would have used more rolls, and yeah.
What about the time when you tried to hit it as hard as you could and you missed the goal?
Oh yeah. I keep my toe locked down and aim for the corners.
All right. I think that you had a fabulous game. Now, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I'm Carly, and I go to Palos Verdes Intermediate School and love playing soccer.
What do you do when you're not playing soccer?
I like to cook brownies.
And what do you think you want to do after graduation of high school?
I want to go to a really good school. I want to go to UCLA or like somewhere maybe back east, and then like try to get a scholarship to like a really good school, and then maybe if like soccer doesn't work, but it will, I might want to be a cook.
I think that is a great idea. Why don't you, especially because obviously you can eat as much as you want. Now, why don't you guys spend a moment or so talking about your friendship?
Us 3 are like best friends.
Yeah.
We're like the 3 musketeers. We have the most inside jokes I've ever had with anyone. Yeah. Whenever we're together, we have like so much fun, and we always try to like sneak sleepovers, and the parents get really mad.
We're always together, and we're always so competitive with each other, and like it really helps our game, and then also on the field it helps because we can really connect together.
Has anybody ever seen Sophie be upset?
Oh my gosh, us too. Okay.
Oh my God, when she gets upset, she just doesn't talk to
Yeah,
anyone.
and then she
It's
runs
really
away from
sad.
you, and then like she runs away from you, and then she kind of like gives you really evil eye, and then like she doesn't cry, but she just like kind of gets really emotional. So then you're like, oh no, Sophie.
I know.
So, but then we make her laugh with our other jokes.
Okay, so you're able to do that for her. What does Sophie do for either one of you to make your life better?
Doesn't.
No, she usually makes me laugh with like some.
She
gross
does
or
really
weird.
stupid, gross stuff, and it makes us laugh. And then also she can sing really well, and so we always have all
Sophie.
these little.
Yeah, she's a really good singer.
Maybe we should hear
Yeah,
her.
yeah, Sophie. Okay.
I'll build me up a couple. Okay.
Okay.
Why do you build me up, buttercup, baby, just to let me down, mess me around, and worst of all, you never copy when you say you will, 'cause I love you still, I need you more than anyone, darling, you know that I had from the start. So build me up, buttercup, don't break my heart.
I think that was a very good song selection, especially I like the whole build me up because we like to build up our offensive attack, and all three of you are a very big piece of our puzzle. Thank you so much for interviewing with us today. I know everyone out there will have enjoyed this experience of getting to know each one of you a little bit more.
Thank you, Shelly.
I was able to find a few more of the 4 soccer players. A lot of people want to talk to these girls, but I got lucky enough to corral them over here. Would like to find out more about you three, as well as get to know a little bit more about you as a soccer player. I'll start with the soccer. Annika, what do you think was the strongest part of your game?
My stepovers.
I agree. A lot of scissor stepovers. I would have to say that you used them 3 different times and you beat your mark every single time. What was some of the weaknesses of your game?
Shifting to the middle.
What can you learn from this game so that for the rest of the state cup it doesn't end up causing us any goals?
That I always have to keep my head in the game and figure out what's best for the team to do.
Is there a word you might say to yourself during a game that can help? Because sometimes it's hard, all these ideas and everything. Sometimes a word can trigger what you need to do. What word are you going to use to help you remember this?
I don't know. Shifting?
That's a good word. So during a game, you can, constantly be asking yourself, shifting. Should I be shifting? So shifting is going to be your key word from now on for State Cup. What do you think is your best contribution to the team in terms of personality? What do you bring to this team that really helps this team moving forward?
I like to try to be funny and make everyone laugh and when they're down and stuff. Point of funny.
Yeah, I kind of agree. It seems to me wherever Annika is, there is laughter. Tell us a little bit about your school.
My favorite adult at the school is Hawkinator. He's so cool and stuff. But he's not my teacher, yeah. And so my favorite teacher would be Mrs. Freeman for humanities. Okay, and what about at the school? Are you somebody who is one of the smartest in the classroom? Well, in humanities I get a lot of A's, and in science I'm not too good.
Okay, so you're more into humanities. What are you going to do with this after high school?
I either want to go to either UCLA or another good school.
Tell us about your family. Aren't you from back east or Midwest?
Well, my family was all born in Minnesota, and I was born in North Carolina. So.
Wow. So do you get to go travel back there a lot?
To Minnesota, but I've never really been in North Carolina.
But don't you like camping and all that kind of outdoorsy stuff?
Yeah, that's what we do at our cabin in Shaver.
Okay. And let's see, in this game, did you ever have an opportunity to get involved in the attack?
What attack?
Offensively, did you ever get an opportunity to move up?
Well, there's one play where I smiled around Carly and I shifted up for the far post run.
Did the ball end up getting through?
No.
Darn it, maybe next time. Amanda, tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name's Amanda. I like to be called Mandy. I have a bird.
What kind of bird is it?
An English parakeet, and it's Ruffles is his name. And I don't like school very much.
Interesting, because I remember working with you and I thought you were very academic.
What's that?
You are very intelligent. You seem to work well with numbers.
Oh.
Is math one of your favorite subjects?
Yeah. It's easy in 7th grade math.
Well, I don't know that it's easy. Maybe you're just very good at it.
Yeah, I'm excellent.
So what are your plans for after school?
to go to college.
Well, what do you want to do with the rest of your life, though? So what kind of subjects do you think you want to study to help you prepare?
I'm not sure.
Is there a certain career that seems interesting?
Soccer player.
Do you have a backup plan? Not that you'll need it.
No.
Well, then, since we're putting all of our eggs in the basket for soccer, tell us a little bit about your soccer abilities.
I'm midfield, and it's my new position, and I've learned it.
Oh, you learned it.
And
Really now.
I like it, and yeah.
What kind of moves did you use today?
I chopped it back, as I would say, and I would
Very craftily.
craftily. I like that. And I would do a stop and go, which you stop it and then go.
Wouldn't you say you had a lot of crosses today?
Yes, I did.
Were we able to make any good plays on your crosses?
Yes, we were. And sometimes I kind of flunked them, but I got over it and moved on. With my
I thought that you had a very good game, especially considering you're just coming off of an injury.
yes, a pulled groin.
Well, let's move over to Megan over here. Megan had many offensive attacks and that she converted into goals. I'm considering calling her Money Megan. What do you think about that? What do you think about that nickname?
Interesting. I'm not. Say stuff. What?
What do you think about the nickname Money Megan? Can I call you Money Megan?
I don't care. Call her Eminem because
I like Eminem is her new nickname. Eminem, Money Megan.
I agree.
I would have to say on your first goal, it was one of the hardest instep drives I've ever seen into the back of the net, far post. Can you tell us a little bit about what was going on in your head as you took that shot?
I don't remember.
Are there any thoughts going through your head while you're playing?
Yeah.
What are they? Share them with us, please.
I think about what runs I need to make and toe lock down my shots. I don't remember what else.
Okay, well, the first goal was an instep drive. I believe your second goal was an open hit pass into the back of the net. Am I right?
I think.
You do. Wow, that's great.
Was there anything that we worked on at practice this week that helped you in this game?
I used step overs more and think I am. And I don't remember.
Well, I would have to think that at practice we put a lot of pressure on ourselves to score, and in this game you really came up big. So I'd have to say that maybe a little bit of extra pressure at practice helped you put the ball away.
Yeah, I kind of had to sprint a lot at practice. Missing a lot.
So maybe it helped, and maybe now Eminem is going to pull through and maybe lead this team all the way to the finals of State Cup. I would have to say that Megan is one of the more coachable girls that I've ever had the joy of working with. I can ask her to do certain moves. I can ask her to try certain runs, and it seems to me that you work very hard to make it happen. So you coaching all three of you is pure joy. Can you please tell me and the rest of America out here a couple things about the friendships that we have on this team?
Me?
Any of you?
Friendship is friendly.
Well, I mean, do we look forward to practice in terms of seeing one another?
Yes, I love my teammates.
Megan, you're fairly new to this team. Has it been easy for you to come over and play with us?
Yeah.
What made it easy?
Well, everyone was nice to me, and they're fun to play with.
I don't
so.
remember.
Annika and Amanda have been on this team for a very, very long time. Was it nice having Megan come in and start helping us?
Yeah, she's a good member to the team because she's like funny and she just fits in with all of us.
I like it. It was very nice of you guys to drop in and share a lot of the secrets to your success as soccer players. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I was lucky enough to also find these three. I'm going to go ahead and start off with Dana. who has made some unbelievable saves in her life, but probably none as unbelievable as the last save that you made as the final time ticked down as the other team was desperately trying to score. Can you
Shelly, I think that I had an excellent save.
tell us about it? What exactly, how did the whole play?
It surged through my body as I dove.
But how did the play start? What side were they coming down? Were they dribbling? Was it somebody who took an outside shot? Just tell us, build it up a little bit for us.
Okay, they were dribbling on the left side of the field, and they came in, and they kicked it, and I saved it.
They took a far post shot, and Dana went like this and saved it, and Annika was there to box out.
Thank you, Alyssa.
Now, Dana, tell us a little bit about all the hard work that you've done over the years that put you in positions to make that kind of save.
It's been hard.
What have you done? What's a typical week?
I've been my main focus that I had was yogi.
So what did he teach you?
He taught me how to be a goalie.
And was he inspirational?
Yes, he was very inspirational.
So what kind of work ethics did
Well,
you
however, when I first saw him, he scared me because he was bald, but that's okay.
So he taught you a lot of the stuff that you've learned, and he's inspired you to be a hard worker in terms of learning this. What is
Yes.
a typical week for Dana in goalkeeper preparation?
Well, yogi is no longer associated with the force, so now Joe Velasco trains me.
Okay, and what do you guys do?
First we warm up, and then we dive, and then we do breakaways, and then we just do goalie stuff.
Okay, so is there anything that you think you should be working on as a goalkeeper? What are your weaknesses?
Probably breakaways.
Yeah, we did get scored on in a breakaway, didn't we?
Yeah.
And that breakaway took place on the left-hand side. Do you think you closed off the angle? How did she get that ball through you?
I'm not sure. I'm kind of weak on my left side too.
So she was coming down the left, and then she shot it to
She was
the
coming
left?
on the right, and then
Okay,
she's
right as you're looking at her, right?
Yes.
Okay, so as you're looking at her, she was coming down on your right, and then she shot it to your left, and it
Yes.
wasn't the best way to dive. So maybe there's some things that we can work on
Yes.
in terms of being able to get you better at diving to your left. Do you think you cut off the appropriate angle?
No.
No, maybe did you give her too much far post? And
Yes.
okay, and so you took away a little bit too much of the near post?
Yeah, I should have come out more.
Okay, so you could have come off your line just a little bit more.
Yeah.
All right. And what about anything in the game besides that you felt that you could have done better?
Not really.
How many times did you throw the ball?
Once.
Do you think perhaps on this kind of a big field that maybe we should have been able to throw out the ball just a little bit more?
Yes.
Okay, so maybe working on your left side dives, and as well as looking to see when the correct times are to throw out the ball. Might be two things.
Yeah.
But you made fabulous saves. You came up big in the net, and we walk away with the win. Tell us a little bit about your school.
Okay, my favorite subject is humanities because of Hawkinator. He's the coolest teacher.
Sounds like a good teacher.
Yes, but I desperately hate and want to kill Mascora.
Okay, well that might be a terrorist threat, so we might need to edit that out.
Okay.
But what about some of the friends that you have in school?
Well, she doesn't go to our school, but I have Kendall and Ani was on the previously.
Okay, so you have some soccer friends there, but don't you have some friends that don't play soccer?
Yes, I do.
I remember a big slumber party for somebody's birthday last summer. Who's that friend?
That is my dear friend, Emma White.
Okay, is it nice having some friends that aren't soccer so that you get a little bit of everything in your life?
Yeah.
Yeah, so then, let's see, where are you planning on going to school?
Either UCLA or probably somewhere in California.
What, because you want to stay close to home?
No.
You have such a nice family. I thought maybe it would be so that your family could stay involved.
Just like by the beach.
Okay,
And
so you really like the area that
Yeah.
you've grown up in. And what about this nice girl next to you, Alyssa. What do you think Alyssa's strongest part of her game was today?
Everything.
Everything? Well, tell us a little bit about it, Alyssa.
Oh, I just want to say, hold on. I'm sorry. This microphone is very fuzzy and it's very cool. And I do not like my teacher, Mrs. Scora.
Alyssa, what was the best part of your game today?
I thought I knew my one touch a lot.
Yes, I agree. You especially had a nice one towards the end of the game that really got us out of some trouble. What do you think you could have done better today?
I thought I could have had my head up more and the throw-ins, like the cycle
I
thing.
agree. I think one of the things that we didn't do as much today that we had been doing in the past was when we throw the ball into the center mid and either they collect turn or dummy to
Yeah.
get to that center mid behind so that we can switch sides correctly. So maybe that's something to focus on for next game. I thought you were particularly crafty today, and I did notice in practice on Thursday that you're playing very, very well. What is the secret?
Eating a good breakfast.
I agree. I think for Alyssa, that is a smart thing. I have heard that sometimes you don't eat the right foods before you play and that perhaps you don't have enough energy. So do you feel that you've got more energy lately?
Yeah, usually I don't eat breakfast, but today Kendall's dearest dad, Captain Stu, made me eat some Captain Crunch.
So Captain Crunch might be the secret.
Yes.
Have you had some difficult times in terms of deciding what you should be playing? Because I heard you're a big volleyball star as well. Is it hard to always have to be going in two different directions like this?
Yeah, I also play volleyball, and that's one of my other favorite sports, and I always just try to make the best decision and even out which one I go do.
Okay, and does it affect your abilities to practice or anything?
Well, no, they're different practice times.
So you're able to go to both. Don't you think that that's hard to do?
No,
Why
not really.
is it hard? 'Cause most people think that's very, very hard. You spend 2-3 hours every day training in either volleyball or soccer. How come it's not hard for you?
I don't know.
You love what you do?
Yes, I love both sports very much.
Okay, now is it just the sports that you love?
I also have great friends on both teams.
So it's fun to go to practices and see your teammates.
Yes.
What do you think that you offer in terms of personality to the team?
I don't know.
Well, tell us a little bit about your personality.
I like making up nicknames for people. She's the Mullinator. And I'll tell you a little story about how we got the name Mullinator. I was over at her house and we were at Blockbuster with her mom, Dale. And her mom, it was around Christmas time, so her mom rented us this movie. And it was about, like, I don't know what it was about, but anyway, there's a tooth fairy in it. It was Santa Claus too. And there's a tooth fairy in it. And it wanted to be changed to the Mullinator, and Dana thought that was very funny, so I started to call her the Mullinator.
Yes.
And her name is Boo Fat because she's very skinny, so she has to be opposite.
Where does the boo come from?
Because there's a movie called Boo Boo.
The real thing is, instead of, she wanted it to be buffet, but then she changed it to buffet.
Yes.
Why buffet?
Because I like, but I don't like the word.
She eats a lot, but I don't know.
So she eats a lot, so she loves the buffet.
Yes.
So even though she's so skinny, so I get the joke. That's a very good one.
I burn it off.
So Alyssa loves to make up nicknames, and this probably makes her teammates feel very loved and special.
Yes.
And tell us a little bit about the defense that you play on this team.
Well, I play center mid, usually with Haley. She was here earlier, okay. And so she's usually more offense and I'm usually more defense, but we both switch around, so I play more, we switch off playing defense and offense.
Was it hard to play in the middle on such a big field?
No, I thought it was better because I always knew my one shots, so I could pass it around and move and spread out.
You played really, really well. Kendall. Okay. Let's move over to Kendall. Kendall, what do you think were the best things that you did today on the field?
I had a breakaway, which I thought was good, and I tried a move that we were working on.
Tell us about it.
It's where someone goes line, and a defender comes on you, and you pretend to pass it to them, but you fake that you go the other way. Okay.
So you were able to see that. How were you able to see that?
I saw the defender coming, and I watched her feet.
So you watched for her tackle foot.
Yes.
You saw which way she jumped. I
Yes.
agree. That was a very nice job.
Thank
What
you.
about any moves that you used? What specific ones?
I like the swerve and the flipper.
Okay, I thought you had a nice flipper. I thought that the best part of your game today was moving with the ball.
I
thought
agree.
that you keep collecting and you move with it to get yourself out of traffic, which I thought was very, very nice.
Thank you.
What about defensively? How did you play defensive today? How did you contribute on defense?
Defense? I don't really play defense, but I kind of anticipated some offenders on the other team to kind of move outward.
Okay, so you were able to contribute in some way defensively because you kept your head up and you were watching.
Yes.
What can you describe a certain play where you were playing defense?
Where a girl came up, I think, and I think someone had gotten beat, and I was there, and I kind of just led her to the outside, and then someone was there.
Okay, that's smart. So you were able to slow her down, get her moving to the outside until your teammates could recover and defend.
Yes.
That's a good teammate. Tell us a little bit about what was going through your head during your breakaway.
My breakaway, what was going through my head?
Yeah, when you're starting to go 1v1 with the keeper.
I was trying to decide if I should cut it, shoot it, pass it. I don't know.
So what did you decide to do?
I decided to shoot it, and I totally missed. So
What made you miss?
I shot it. I think I chipped it a bit and shot it at her, like right at her. So
Where was your plant foot?
my plant. I don't know.
Because when it comes down to finally being able to shoot, I would think, yes, you're looking at the keeper and everything like that, but when it finally comes down to shooting, don't you think your plant foot should be right next to that ball?
Yes.
I'm be interested to watch the tape to see where your plant foot was.
Okay.
Aren't you also supposed to follow through either across your body or away?
Yes.
Which one did you choose?
I think I chose. I don't know. I think I chose away, but I'm not sure.
Okay, it'll be interesting to watch. So I would love to see where the plant foot was and which way you chose, either away or across, and we'll be able to tell exactly what you did, and that may help you for the future.
Okay.
To put away those goals. But what most people don't realize is how hard it is to beat a keeper. Is there anything that we're doing at practice that helps you in those situations?
Yes, we go 1v1 with our keepers, Dana, and the 13 keeper, Caitlin. And if you miss, you have to sprint to the fence and back, which I do that a lot.
Did you do any pump fakes or stutter steps
No,
before?
no.
Isn't that something that we've been working on?
Yes.
So maybe you could have tried some pump fakes and stutter steps to try to get the keeper to do something.
Okay.
But it's hard to put all this together when you're only 11 or 12 years old. So tell us a little bit about school.
School, my favorite subject is math with Hawkinator, and yeah, because he's like the only teacher that actually, well, that's nice to me. So he's and that's in math, and I'm in math 6, and
So that's going well. What about what you want to do after high school? What certain careers look interesting?
I'm maybe a soccer player, a vet, or something.
A veterinarian?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't you have dogs?
Yeah, I have one dog named Bruiser.
So you really like animals?
Yeah.
Her dog is very vicious, and if you sleep over at her house, he will go up and eat you.
Let's see, so maybe a veterinarian or a soccer player, whichever one pans out. And what would you say about some of the teammates that you have on Forest Soccer Club?
I love my teammates.
So are there any special friendships that you have on the team?
No, practically all my teammates are my
All your
friends.
teammates are your friends. That's nice. How long have you been playing soccer with Dana and Alyssa?
Long time.
How many years?
Since
trees report.
before the 200-year-old Joshua trees, when the Indians were alive and came to
Kendall almost hit one.
Alyssa almost hit one.
So, is there anything that stands out in your minds in terms of a memory for soccer together? Any of you?
Oh.
Yes, tell us about it.
We won League Cup.
That is right.
I scored the goal.
Okay.
Did you?
I did.
And I saved the goals.
Okay.
Good job, Dana.
What about, do you have any goals for State Cup right now?
My goal really is to score a goal and to stay back, not to stay back on the sweeper, and to not go back as far as the
Right, to not come-
midfields.
That's a good goal for you. Alyssa, what's your main goal this State Cup?
My goal. Let's see. Dana's goal.
What is your main goal this State Cup?
Jim?
Throw the ball at the right times. Let's come out quicker off of our line when it's on. And I think you need to communicate better. I think you really need to talk to your teammates out loud.
Yeah, that's my goal.
And what's your main goal, Alyssa?
My main goal is to use more moves and use more moves.
I think you become a stronger player. I think you become a craftier player. And now I think you just also need to keep focusing on what is your main strength, and that's playing with your head up and knowing your one touch. Kendall Richter, I think you need to focus on making sure that you put those balls away when you're in that situation to have the composure that you need because this team's going to need you. And you guys, I think you have a great chance of taking this thing all the way. I'm very excited to see what you guys are doing next. And thank you so much for taking the time.
Before we end, I would like to say one more thing. I forgot to say this earlier. My nickname is Pee-Pee, Perfect Princess. Some people think it's Pineapple Princess, but it's not. It's Perfect Princess.
And my mom's name
Is Treasure Hunter. Her brother's name is Pick Boy. You don't want to know. You don't want to know that story. And her dad's name is Captain.
And one more thing, Shelly is the best coach ever.
You guys are
Thanks to
wonderful.
Shelly. Yay!
Thank you. You guys are such a wonderful group of girls. Thank you so much for sharing all your secrets with us.
You're so welcome.
Rock on!